The moment I saw this picture, that's why I burst laugh. I started to laugh. You see, politicians, they go want you but no panic. Don't fight for any politician. Not be the Fubara, I be what to be them. Now you don't reconcile with Wike now. You guys don't know that politics has nothing to do with your emotions. You don't send your emotions. Oh, Wike is not being fair to Fubara. Oh, Wike, not be the same Fubara. I'm going. You not going to reconcile. Let me tell you, presently, after Tinubu, then VP, then Wike, don't play. Don't play. Presently in politics, as the way that Nigerian political system is right now, take it or leave it. Yes, it will hurt your feelings. I get it. But politics, no send your emotions. Fubara don't look and say, oh, I know if you do this one, no, make I just go make peace. So he show. And he did the right thing. If not, now so in political career, just go. No make peace. If they fight people, then they get it. They don't get the country presently. They play. Fubara, we stand with Fubara. Fubara don't leave now. Make us stand alone. You don't go make.
As regards Fubara and Wike, the truth is, they will always settle their fights. In the first place, the fight was about the resource of the states. Now, they've been able to twist Fubara. It just shows that Fubara couldn't fight the hegemony, so he went on a wild goose chase. The same agreements that probably Fubara didn't want to agree before, maybe is what they agreed now. I don't have the empirical facts. I don't like to talk in the blind, but in the dark. But probably it's that same agreement. It will not be more than, yielding to your boss and all of that. You can see I think that's Amawule, the Speaker of the House, and the factions at which they fought. So all of them are singing Kumbaya today, and it's all over. For good measure, the question we ask Fubara is that, will you just now go ahead to join APC so that we just know that you have potted fully? Or, because I don't know or you still want to do this amorphous relationship that your boss, Wike, does, that is one leg in, one leg out. In the end, this was not about the Rivers people. So the delusion that they are trying to put forward and say, oh, this is about peace, it was not about the Rivers people. It's about both of them having an innate agreement. Things went south, and then Wike flexed his muscle, obviously, in this. He came out winners because he had more might, and he has been able to set Fubara straight, and they are on the line on the part of this, their own private agreement. All of this, see, don't deceive yourself. Politicians, when they fight, it's never about you, the people. Forget it. Your prospects in life is just like 1 or 2 line items on the budget. For them, it's about themselves and their families and what they can build. So, are we going to say congratulations to people in Rivers? What congratulations? Because they still put a sole administrator there. Despite the things we talked about, the aberration of state of emergency, he still went ahead. So why do we deceive ourselves so much in this country?
Fubara meeting with Wike. Look, what Fubara has done is just to do an unconditional release, or unconditional surrender, to exhibit his cowardice. I know that before now he had gone to London to see the president and all that. He's been busy begging. Okay, so what he has done is to cop out. All those people that I see there, I know many of them. I haven't seen anybody there that is Fubara's camp. It's, Nyesom Wike's camp dominating the meeting. So what it means is that Fubara has done an unconditional surrender. What are the details of that surrender? We would like to know. Has he now agreed that he will bow down, kowtow to the Godfather after the fashion of the Adelabu, matter in your state? Has he also kowtowed to the extent that whatever the Godfather says is what you will agree? We would like to know what the details are. And where does this leave all those youths saying, we are fighting for Ijaw nation, we are fighting for Fubara, and those stomach-driven elders who were coming on television to defend Fubara? Did you consult them before going there for this unconditional, for this surrender that he has done? However, everybody is driven by their stomach, what they will eat, whether Godfather or the Godson, and all that. So maybe we should just look for what will happen next. Maybe now they will reinstate Fubara, and he will go back and be governor, and he will be the one to control the budget, that the National Assembly, the Senate has passed in line with Section 11, and then, of course, there will be peace hereafter. This is all about character. This is all about the politics of Nigeria and the role of godfathers. This is all about, after all, this same Fubara told us that he doesn't need the position. What he has shown, what he has demonstrated, looks like serious desperation. Even if we applaud the fact that President Tinubu is acting as a father, as a peacemaker, and is trying to ensure that no part of Nigeria is disturbed. Where does he live Ibokete Ibas, who is, enjoying the position? He's from your state. All these cross-river people trying to go and do long truth in River State. Okay, maybe the president will change his cabinet within the next month or so. He can always find something for him. He can always make him ambassador, because he has shown that he's a man that can be used to pursue whatever agenda, big men ask him to pursue. They will find something for him. But I look forward to what the outcomes of this, surrender by Fubara is all about.
The glory that today is the 26th of June 2025, that peace has finally returned to the state. We all agreed to work together with the governor, and the governor also agreed to work together with all of us who are members of the same political family. Yes, just like humans, you have a disagreement, and then you also have a time to also settle your disagreement, and that has been finally concluded today, and we have come to report to Mr. President that is what we have agreed. So for me, everything is over, and enjoy everybody who believe to work with us, to also work together with everybody. That there's no more acrimony, there's nothing to say we're disagreeing. We have all agreed on everything. So we thank God. For me, it's a day we have to thank Almighty God.
For me, it's very important that this day has come to be. What we need for the progress of River State is peace. And by the special grace of God this night, with the help of Mr. President and the agreement of the leaders of the state, our leader, peace has returned in River State. We'll do everything within our power to make sure that we sustain it this time around. Thank you.
As we all know, the conflict between Wike and Fubara began shortly after Fubara assumed office. Rather than intervene early, the federal government under Tinubu appeared to take sides. Fubara was politically isolated with strong signs of support for Wike from Abuja. The silence of the presidency during this turmoil was seen by many as complicity. Now, months later, Tinubu is calling for peace. But the question remains, why reconcile after the damage is done? Was the presidency unaware of the injustice against a sitting governor, or was it politically convenient to look away? This reconciliation, while necessary, comes across as reactive rather than proactive. It reflects the inconsistency in governance, where loyalty and political survival seem to outweigh principles and constitutional responsibility. If Tinubu truly seeks national unity, then his government must demonstrate fairness and neutrality, not just when tensions rise, but from the start. True leadership is about preventing conflict, not just managing it when it threatens to spiral out of control. In the end, this episode is a reminder that political reconciliation without justice is only temporary. Nigerians deserve a government that puts the nation before party politics. I'll be playing some clips for you to see on what people have to say. But before then, please kindly like, share, and subscribe.
President Tinubu has met with the suspended governor of River State, Fubara, Wike, and the lawmakers in River State. They met at Aso Villa, at the assembly in Aso Villa on Thursday night. And according to the reported news, he has now resolve the dispute the parties involved had. I just want to get this correctly. Would Tinubu had done this if reverse was the case? So because one of his ministers was having an issue with a governor of a particular state, you decided to punish only the governor by suspending him and instating a sole administrator, which is Abbas, from another state. Okay, but you didn't do anything to your minister. Now you have called them and you are now claiming that you have settled. I just feel like this man, Fubara, has been bullied by politics, with politics and power. Okay, so now that they have settled the dispute, we don't know what will be the outcome. Would he reinstate him back? I'm sure that after the whole agreement, whatever agreement they must have made, they might reinstate him back. But I don't know if the man would accept, because same Fubara, few weeks back, he said that his mind and his soul and spirit has left returning as a governor, that he doesn't want to do that. He has had peace ever since he left office. What?
Nyesom, Wike and Fubara have settled. They have settled because Fubara has agreed to the terms and conditions of Nyesom, Wike. And so, they have come to a conclusion that Fubara can return to the government house. What is Wike fighting for? Wike is fighting for the soul and body of Rivers people. He feels that the only way he could remain relevant in the political landscape of Nigeria is to have Rivers State in his pocket. And so, Wike operated with the power of the president. And Wike, when you see his modus operandi, you go see say he's operating as if he's the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Wike more or less has taken the position of Kashim Shettima in this country, in the administration of Bola Tinubu. I will be reading out the list of the condition or the agreement that both of them reached. Same Nyesom Wike, who said he's not interested in being a godfather in Rivers State, is now the one trying to put Rivers State in his pocket for his own political gain, and Bola Tinubu is supporting him because he also needs Rivers State for his re-election. That is why they are doing all of this. Now let me list out the condition and the agreement reached by Bola Tinubu, Nyesom Wike, as a condition for Fubara and for peace to return to Rivers State. Number one on the list, according to what Pastor Okezie posted on his X handle, number one on the list is that there will be no longer extension of state of emergency in Rivers State. Number two is that Governor Sim Fubara would not contest for second term. That is, Sim Fubara is one-term governor. So if Fubara is one-term governor, President Bola Tinubu will also be one-term president. That is what this should be for the people of Rivers State. Number three is that local government election will be done in October. You know, one of the craziest things that happened to Wike that made him begin to fight in the manner he did was that Fubara collected the local government structure for him. That was what prompted this level of fight, and Bola Tinubu had to step in to suspend it. Number four on the list is that the chief of staff, SSG, and other appointees that Fubara appointed will not go back to the government house. He said that there will be no local government chairman that Fubara will nominate by himself. If he defaults any of this, he will be impeached. All documents have been signed and sealed. By virtue of this, democracy has been suspended in Nigeria. What you now have is a full-blown dictatorship. Because as you are seeing now, Fubara, if he's returned there, Fubara is more or less like an appointed governor. He's no longer an elected governor. Rivers people, the ball is in your court. Are you going to reward Bola Tinubu for 2027 for being a dictator? Nigerians, are you going to reward Bola Tinubu, a man who supported the annulment of June 12 election, to come back for second tenure? I don't think that would be possible. But the answer is yours.
So while we were sleeping yesterday, you know, when the sleep was so sweet in our eyes, President Bola Tinubu, and Wike, Siminalayi Fubara, that is the current governor of Rivers State, and the House of Assembly members, that is the Rivers House of Assembly members. We are in a meeting together with Tinubu. While we were sleeping, this Siminalayi Fubara sneaked into Abuja in the midnight. So they had a meeting, and after the meeting, everybody was smiling. Tinubu was smiling, Wike was smiling, Fubara was smiling, even the House of Assembly members were also smiling. And when a meeting is being held, like from history, if politicians hold a meeting and they come out smiling, just know that that smiling means a lot. It means that some things that the masses needs will be deprived from them. You understand? Now, I can't actually state what they actually came in conclusion with, but I know that agreements na agreements. So I believe that Wike's interest might have been secured. And Fubara, looking at it now, we say instead of him to be fighting for the people, he will also join the politicians to, you know, connive with them. You understand? So honestly, I think Wike, I think Fubara now will be reinstated. I don't think he will stay up to that 6 months. You understand? Remember that President Bola Tinubu has previously suspended him, and Tinubu suspended the Fubara on the 18th of March. So this is the 18th of April, 18th of May, 18th of June. This is 3 months, and I don't think it will get to that 6 months. He will be reinstated back as the governor of Rivers State. So let's just hope within next month, or probably this month, they will call off the state of emergency. So honestly, that meeting where they go do for that Abuja, it is to the detriment of the masses. It is to the detriment of the people. Do you understand? So if actually Fubara comes in and turns out to be a bad governor, we're gonna know verse for them, because this is agreement.
Okay. Does it mean that Fubara are going to decamp to APC? I don't know yet. But now, peace and life. So we are looking forward to, you know, see them reinstate him, because he's still suspended. Or are they going to wait until the 6 month suspension elapses? We don't know yet. And now Nigerians are not happy with this broker piece saying that Fubara has agreed to give them their own share, or to share River State money with them, or to deliver River State for them and all of that. Guys, Nigerians, you people are not ready. You people are the same person dragging Fubara, saying that agreement is an agreement, that Fubara would have agreed to Wike. Okay, now Fubara don't agree to the terms and conditions. You now are calling him, say he's weak, he's this and that. Guys, whatever he did, or whatever be the agreement he signed with Wike, Tinubu and the APC, I'm 100% in support of him. Because when he's standing for the people of Rivers, you people turned against him, saying that agreement is an agreement. Okay, he don't agree with the agreement. You people can whatever word.